Greetings, and welcome back to Nightfall.
We are at it once again. Curtis, you have roll 20 over there.
Yeah.
You could actually pull up that roll 20 and they'll see what bridge I'm talking about. This is this elven bridge that leads from the town off into the wilderness, and from beyond that, horses, all sorts of goodness, all sorts of adventure.
Well, as is her custom, as we reach the bridge, I'm going to pull out my bird pipes and start a jaunty tune to lead us on our way.
Go ahead and roll me, please, a performance check. Please, thank you.
27.
27.
Yes.
Okay. You play a jaunty tune, all right. Jaunty tune for the ages as you march across. So you guys make your way up north across the bridge and playing your flute, is it?
It's bird pipes, and I can imagine this is just one of those really emboldening tunes at this point, something that makes you feel like nothing in the world can go wrong, and where we need to be going and what we're doing, just something to put us in the right mindset.
Perfect song before things turn to shit.
Exactly.
So, if that note, I would like you guys to go ahead and roll me a D8 and a D12.
All of us?
One D8 and one D12. You know the drill. This is my custom random encounter table.
7.
We got a 7. Seven on a D8.
Roll
3 on a D12, maybe a total of 10.
Oh. I guess I could.
She rolled the instant.
You know what? Never mind. It's what you rolled. That's what we're doing. Okay. All right. So you guys are making your way across the bridge. And you make your way into the forest. You, of course, are still along the path as you make your way through what they call the red clover fields, as you do see red clovers on both sides of the road as you make your way deeper and deeper into the wilderness. You begin to enter the thick of the forest. The sun is still high in the sky around noon. There are past perception checks.
Willow has 17.
Yes, I remember that. 17.
17 as well for Gaia, and 17 for Lucius.
13.
14.
Kaitos is 15.
15.
Delmont is 16.
So, most of you, but we'll just go ahead and say all of you, pretty close. Hear what sounds like laughter. Children's laughter coming from the forest.
Oh no.
You turn to look, and you don't see anything. You see but the thick of the forest, deep and dark, but still a few leaves do fall as autumn is on its way. As the leaves have begun to turn some of them turning brown and shades of orange. The wind blows, and of course it blows through the leaves, rustling ever so. And you hear what sounds like a cackle. Not really sure if you heard it or all.
Willow is going to point out that it's probably just a playful sprite and try to urge everybody to get to our stations in time.
I hate to burst your bubble. Our bear friend is supposed to clear the area of all of your guys' buddies, so there shouldn't be a full spray here.
That's a good point. Shouldn't be anything here, should there?
No, that is a good point. I'm going to continue playing the music, but only so that I can cast something without being obvious that I'm doing so. And
what are you casting?
Yep, one moment. I'm going to cast Detect Magic. But I'm going to do it on as a ritual cast. So it's going to take me 10 minutes. So,
everyone start chopping.
Right. If there's any way that we could it look like just normal activity without giving away that I'm actually doing Detect Magic.
Okay. Sounds a lot like a deception.
Fair enough.
And by the way you describe it, sounds like a deception check at disadvantage. Roll.
Okay. Uh, 14 was the lower of the two.
Very nice. And that's the total 14.
Yes.
I get to roll. To the 14?
Yes.
So that be the natural one. You, as you said, you begin chopping. You start gathering some wood from the area as you check to make sure your axes are working quite right as you first have the attempt to do so. And you begin work on the trees as Willow meanders back and casts a spell. Willow, when you do so, strange. You don't exactly see like a point in which, you know, some magic may be exactly. And granted, you something light up with some of your companions. You see a necklace around Gaia's neck, and you may see Lucius' ring, a couple of the items throughout the party. But other than that, you see off in the distance into the forest, like a soft glow and like a stream flowing off into the distance, but then it dissipates beyond the reach of your spell, as though it's leading somewhere, like originating somewhere. And you see that the stream, it begins to come out and does affect a particular area. And it's from that area you hear laughter from children. Playful.
Okay. I and let everybody know what I've discovered without being obvious that we're onto it. So that somebody can try to investigate or even escort me so that I can get close enough, because I can concentrate for 10 minutes and it's from my on my I can move and therefore shift the focus of the spell further as I concentrate on it. Okay. I don't know what we're going to find because he didn't tell me what school of magic that we've detected yet, but I'm hoping to kind of track it down to its source without giving it away to whatever it is that we're onto it. Maybe even make it out like we're falling for the playful laughing or whatever without being on to it,
Okay, I think even though I typically know you guys are that, gonna go and.
I'm suspicious this is a trap of some sort, and so I'm using, like I said, the fact that I'm able to cast spells using the music and stuff that I'm performing and whatnot, to hide that was what I was doing, and then I kind of let people know while I was, performing the spell, what I was sensing. You didn't tell us what school of magic, so if this is something that's relevant to the source of this laughter. Okay. Definitely. Okay. But yeah, so I don't want to give it away, but I want to move closer to it and maybe even pretend like we didn't realize that it is an illusion then, so that, they fall into our trap instead of the other way around.
Okay, so you begin into the forest a little bit, and you're going towards where you saw the faint glow that the stream seemed to go and feed to fill out in the forest. And so you start making your way out there, and every so often you just laughter sounds like that. And you hear a sound at a different pitch, as though another child that's there with them at play. And very randomly, you just hear from time to time. Just sounds like children at play.
Okay, but we're not finding anything. It's literally just leading further and further.
Yeah, as you begin to make your way in, the sound of laughter just seems to always be just a little further that way, a little further into the forest. If you just went a little bit further, you'd be able to hear it clear as day. You just know.
I have a feeling like it's so after, because I can only concentrate for about 10 minutes. So after that 10 minutes is up, I'm gonna, kind of tell them, okay, there's no point in doing it again. Let's go ahead and go on out of here, because obviously it's an illusion. I was able to tell that much, and therefore we know that no children are in danger.
Well, I want you to go here.
Okay. This 15.
So you're giving up on the whole ordeal. You're like, guys, I think we should just start making our way back. And as you turn and look at the party to tell them, this is probably all falling, you see what looks like a large sphere, and it is brilliant and it is bright, and it seems like it is a huge focus of magical energy. and that this stream that was coming through and causing pollution, it seems to be anchored there.
Unfortunately, I'm going to play the shiny bug or the noisy bug approach and actually kind of almost be drawn to it. I think I got to touch, I got to know, I got to something, because that is cool.
So with your waking eyes, there's nothing. But through your magic, you can see this glow spirit closer and closer to your last night as shape. It looks like.
Can I do a nature or a similar check to see if I can identify what I'm looking at?
Yes, you can.
Maybe religion.
I would like you to go ahead and make me make me a nature check. Sure, you would definitely.
5.
There's something familiar about it, but it's like something old. But you can't.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to let the party know what I'm experiencing, but once again, I'm going to try and insist that this is just wasting our time, and we don't want to let everybody else down and not be in position whenever the fires start.
Indeed. And so you begin to make your way out of the forest, right, y'all?
Unless someone else insists that we continue to investigate, I really feel like the fight coming is where our efforts should be focused.
So you guys are on this wild goose chase out in the middle of this forest. And so you guys are making your way back to the path to continue your way up north to deal with these vermin that you have come all this way to deal with. And now that you spent a good portion of the day, it's starting to get a little bit late. So you're faced with that choice between push on and make your way there to the forest this evening, or and make your way there to the forest in the morning.
I'm not going to make that call. I'm going to allow you to do that.
Are we able to camp a good distance away from the illusion crap that we're using?
Certainly you can. You can travel a little bit. It's just getting a little bit late, so you can make your distance away.
It's not later than we expected it to be, is it?
No, it's just you seem when you get to the road, you realize that you seem to have it's like you set off in the morning, and it almost feels like you've been in the forest like all day. But it's like you seem like you were only there for like 20 minutes. But the sun has gone well past its zenith, and it's getting ready. You're like, awesome. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys travel like up this little here. There's some really messed up forest in this area. Forest with laughter and forest with what do they think of next? And you guys go and make your way, and just before you get into this hilly area, where you know you're going to make a pass into, and upon emerging into the forest, you decide to go ahead and make camp in a clearing. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Somebody, anybody. And if you guys want to do it together, we can do it with advantage.
Gaia, we need you to do a survival check.
So you can make it with advantage.
Gaia survival, please. That's a 15 from Gaia.
Okay, so your rolls are getting better, by the way. Throughout the evening, you guys rolls progressively got. You managed to find a nice clearing, but you find one with fresh water not too far away. And it seems like there's actually a natural shelter from the canopy of the trees that looms over this little bit of area to where keep you shaded a little bit in the morning before the sun comes down upon you. But of course, with the fall, it is going to come in, so it may not be too much of a difference. But you do find a nice place. Fresh water. So you guys can refill your water skins and take a bath. You stinky bastards. Yeah.
We smell like a up druid.
So, considering that none of us, since we've started, has done anything close to personal hygiene. Anyway, I'm just kidding. You guys are all still wearing the same clothes 3 months later. Sorry. Anyway, so
Those just prestidigitate us all clean.
right there you go.
Yes. That is something I can do.
So, as begin to make camp for the evening, does anyone want to keep watch? You guys just came from some laughing forest, and you guys are heading to some vermin forest.
TikTok can keep watch.
TikTok. Very good. TikTok doesn't need to sleep.
And Willow will play the Song of Rest. Everybody gets a nice restful rest, and we'll be ready to go.
All right. Very well. So, play your song to help everyone ease their minds and make their way to sleep. Forgetting about, those strange events in the forest and trying not to loom on the events to follow as you have to deal with these vermin. You begin to, all of you begin to sleep. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so you guys are all TikTok is watch, and Willow to dream. Your dream begins with a bright field in a meadow. The flowers, they are just in bloom, and their perfume electrifies your senses. You are back in the Fae, or home. You can hear some of the trees as the wind blows through their leaves, singing songs about tales of your adventures. And then that wind breeze grows cold. Leaves, they turn, fall. And the flowers that bloom lose their petals. And daylight turns to night and eerie gray. And a mist falls over all that you see. And you can smell what once was sweet perfume, that of death. What would you like to do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is try to assess whether I am dreaming or not. So go with the whole maybe pinch myself or maybe attempt to dancing lights, just something that
You
can identify or not.
you make a gesture with your hand and nothing happens. You hear.
Okay. Well,
And from that moment,
Willow is a very emotional individual, and I am easily whatever. I'm flighty from one emotion to the other. I'm assuming I recognize the cackle to be the same as what we experienced during the day.
yes.
Okay, and can I do any kind of a check to identify whether then this is, like I said, a dream, or is it just, some alternate reality that I found myself into? Dancing lights apparently didn't give me anything other than that they didn't work. So,
Make an arcana
okay,
with advantage.
16.
These that transpire, they stirred in your mind, trying to piece them together, and you're telling yourself the entire time, no, not here. These devils, they turned from our ways long ago. They turned to the night. They turned to the hells. They should stay there, these damn freaking hags. And you have subject to a hag. I need you to go ahead and roll me a d6. Wait, no. Make a Constitution saving.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Yes, sir.
12.
Can you roll a d10 for me?
9.
Go ahead and take your maximum HP by 9.
Okay.
Oh,
Max reduced. Okay.
oh no.
David was just like, oh, wait. Oh, wait. And as the morning comes, remember your dream. And was this something you would like to share with the party?
One moment. I applied it as damage instead of.
Come to your realization. You know what you were dealing with. David.
Okay. Yeah. So.
It's a night hag.
Okay. I'm definitely going to let them know of the dangers that I feel present, and now at least we know what wasted our time yesterday and is plaguing us.
You know that this is a threat that could be just as vile, if not more than the Ettercaps themselves. And all their vermin and whatnot, just because of the abilities that this night hag possesses. She's, not fun. Like I said, I know I don't want to do that. Rolled it. but I felt it was necessary. What the dice said. So that's what we got. Why did I put it in there? Because I'm an asshole. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
But it was actually around here I was thinking it's probably a good time to either wrap up for the evening, unless you guys wanted to play for a little bit longer. Now I normally try to cut it off around 1 o'clock. 30 minutes till then, and this is probably a good time to settle down, unless you guys would like to continue on.
We did just have a long rest, which is usually a pretty good key point for taking that break, so that we don't have to try and keep track of what turn we were at if we have an encounter.
I know we didn't get into an encounter this week. Not at that one. You have to roll whatever
Initiative.
Initiative. That's the word. It was an I word. Thank you. But you guys did do a good bit, and you guys have definitely made it a little bit further.